First of all, sometimes you have to tear down before you can build up. We have spent well over $1 million in the last, while I've been on city council, demolishing dilapidated, ruined homes and apartment complexes that were far beyond repair. Within the last 3 or 4 weeks, I have been out physically looking at 18 different properties in town that are on the list to be demolished right away. We had pictures of them, and frankly, from the pictures, some of the pictures, I wasn't convinced that they were beyond repair. I went and looked at every one of them myself so that we could say, yes, they do need to be demolished. And yes, they did need to be demolished. Part of the reason that it takes so long to get a house demolished is first it is a long process, and you're right, Ken. It takes a while to do that, but there is a reason for it. We can't just tear down someone's property if they plan to take care of it themselves. We must go through the procedures of letting homeowners, property owners know that their property must be either cleaned up or that the city will demolish it and charge them for it. That takes a while. Then we have to go through the process of asking the Historic Preservation Committee, does this property have historic value? If it has historic value, the Historic Preservation Commission has the duty to say it can be repaired and it should be repaired historically, or no, it has no historic property. Then it must go through another series of, it must go to the Board of Adjustment to see if those properties indeed should be demolished. Once they've gone through all of those things, all of the utilities must be removed, must be shut down for pretty obvious reasons, I think. And then they can finally be demolished. It's time consuming. It takes a lot of money to be able to do this. We are working on that issue. And I think our code enforcement people are doing as good a job as they can with the number of people they have to work with. Code enforcement is a huge job. It entails a whole lot more than just deciding which building needs to be demolished and which one doesn't. And they are doing as good a job as they can within the budget constraints that they are under, because there are not very many of them. Another thing that the way to help Paris look better, other than tearing down, yes, we do need to build up. And I think I alluded to that earlier, is when we help our citizens have pride in their own property, I think they will want to do a better job of taking care of their places. Many of our citizens have very limited resources, and it's not easy to make a place look beautiful with very limited resources. We have discussed many times the gateways to our communities. We have one gateway that is beautiful, and we have talked at length about partnering with industry, partnering with other entities to try to put some nice looking gateways into the community. And those issues just take time. One of the biggest frustrations I have had while I've been on the city council is how long it takes to get something done. Things just don't happen overnight. It takes a while. And sometimes it takes more than 2 years to get to see things through to fruition. We do have many organizations that work. Habitat for Humanity, Keep Paris Beautiful, the United Way Day of Caring is coming up very soon. We have many organizations, many church groups work to make our city look better, and we all would like for it to look better. And I think it takes all of us, not just one, not just a few. And frankly, I was out at Keep Paris Beautiful Trash Off Day last Saturday morning, very early in the morning, and there were very few volunteers to work and to help supervise people that were actually picking up the trash. There was only a handful for about 150 to 200 people that were there to pick up the trash. We need to all get together and work at it. We can't leave this to the hands of a few. We can't leave it just in the hands of the city council or the hands of Keep Paris Beautiful committee. We all need to work together. And I think if we work again, if we will work at helping people feel good about themselves and taking pride in themselves, then we can go forward and try to help our city look even better than I think it does, because I think our downtown area looks great because so many people work so hard to make it that way. And we have committees like the Main Street Coordinator and our Downtown Association that work very hard at making our downtown area look better. And can it look better? You bet. Does it look a lot better than it did a few years ago? Very definitely. It is on the way to looking a lot better. And when one part looks better, hopefully our property owners will work together and make their properties look better.